Hello, Times Crossword, let's go. Upper limit on wages that provides closure. Nope. Lizard Island drifting west in South American region. Nope. Beginning to learn novel mathematical premise. Yeah, this is lemma. So beginning to learn is the initial letter of learn. Novel is Emma, because there was a novel of that name. That gives lemma, which is a mathematical premise. Save sailor on vacation. Wow. I've just noticed that half term could be a vacation and fits the letter pattern, but I'm not seeing how that could be save sailor. Airline backs peculiar measure. Peculiar could be rum, with backs being a reversal indicator. So could there be a measure ending MUR? Oh, well, no, but there is rumber. So airline is BA, and backs means after, forming the back of. So BA after peculiar, after rum, gives rumber, which is a measure. One of the definitions of measure is a dance, and a rumber is a dance. External cladding, moulded, to be hard wearing. Nope. Okay, where was I up to? Her escort worked in Kentish Town. So worked looks like an anagram indicator for her escort. And although there is a part of London called Kentish Town, there's also a county in England called Kent. So I suspect we're looking for a town within Kent, which is an anagram of her escort. And it's not coming to me. American newsreel, producer, notes, lacking passion. Matter closed, head of police in command. This is topic. So topic is matter, closed is to, in the sense of a door being closed. Head of police is the initial letter of police, and in command is IC, the abbreviation. Shake water right off big fish. Nope. New order of pain, toast, or bruschetta. That probably should be pronounced pan, because these all look like types of bread. But new order looks like an anagram indicator for pan and toast. And bruschetta, well, that's tomatoes on bread in Italy. We've got a P, which does fit in with it being an anagram of pain and toast. And this is antipasto, which I think is Italian for starters, and bruschetta is often used as starters in Italian meals. Jeer after bishop leaves drink. No, not getting that. Okay, let me continue with the acrosses. Highly regarded, opening pair in Adelaide, bogged down. Nope. Horrified, Reichstag has tartan curtains. Yeah, this is aghast. So aghast means horrified, and curtains is a hidden indicator. So within Reichstag has tartan, beginning with the A of Reichstag, we can read aghast. And as so often with hidden clues, the hidden word is spread over two lines to make it harder to spot. American government agency controlling most of car plant. So I think the American government agency is going to be the CIA. Not sure whether the I goes after the C or in front of the A. And controlling or including most of car. So I think we're looking for a 4-letter car, and we ignore its last letter and include it within CIA to get a plant. And I'm not getting that. Long stretches, keeping 90 people out of prison. Well, 90 in Roman numerals is going to be XC. So I think we're removing XC from either prison or long stretches. Not getting that. Digital cash tech firm trashed. Nope. Tree, very large, that is by river. This is osier. Osier is a type of tree. Very large is OS, short for outsize, a clothing size. That is IE, short for id est, Latin for that is. By river, by R, the abbreviation for river. Hoodlum regularly lost, East Sides, Premier, detective. Wow. Regularly lost looks like an instruction to take every other letter, and if that applies to hoodlum, we would get HOLM, and then East is E, the abbreviation, and Sides Premier tells us to take the premier or initial letter of the word side. That gives Holmes, who was a detective. Sherlock Holmes. Quiet game golf. Sun expresses indifference. I think this is shrugs. Quiet is SH, the abbreviation. Game is RU, short for rugby union. Golf is G in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Sun is S, the abbreviation. That gives shrugs, which is expresses indifference. Funny chaps, mum, upset king, outside factory. Well, factory, I think, is going to be mill. So, I think there was a comedian called Max Miller in the 1960s and 70s. So Max Miller could be funny chaps. Mum, upset. Well, mum could be ma. Upset king, yes, rex is Latin for king, and upset is a reversal indicator, outside factory. So it's ma plus the reversal of rex, outside mill, gives the comedian Max Miller. Now, 2 more letters in 25 across. When jogging, a kilt must perform various functions. So when jogging, I think, is an anagram indicator for a kilt must. That gives multitask, which means perform various functions. Great. K looks useful. British daredevil, more vigorous. This is brisker. So British is B, the abbreviation. Daredevil is risker, or could be. That gives brisker, which means more vigorous. External cladding. Okay, I don't think the ing is particularly helpful, so I'll come back to that later. Roue moved into bachelor flat as part of slowing down process. Wow, moved into. I was going to say it looks like an anagram indicator, but I think it just means placed. And rather than looking at the letters of roue, I think we're looking at a synonym. So a rake is a roue. Moved into bachelor, B, the abbreviation. Flat, pad. Part of slowing down process, well, a brake pad is part of the brakes, which slows a car down. Affordable energy fills crack. Yeah, this is cheap. So cheap means affordable. Energy is E, the abbreviation. Fills crack, fills chap. You have cracked lips, which are also called chapped lips. Fantastic hour visiting West End theatre productions. Not suitable for all. Wow. Not getting that. Expert, head of art department. This is adept. An adept is an expert. Head of art is the letter A. And department is DEPT, the abbreviation for department. Digital cash tech firm. Trashed. Don't know. Fashionable apartment. Enid vacated and blew up. This is inflated. So fashionable is in. Apartment is flat. Enid vacated. Well, if we vacate the word Enid, we remove its contents, leaving ed. That gives inflated, which means blew up. Now, 3 letters in 20 across. Digital cash, well, that could be Bitcoin. Tech firm, trashed. Wow, how is this working? It may not be correct, but I think it probably is. Digital cash. Tech firm, trashed. Where's trashed coming in? Aha, trashed means put in the bin. So we do have bin, but a choice of I's. Firm could be CO, short for company. Yeah. So I think trashed is bin using the final or second I. Yeah. Tech is IT. So Bitcoin is digital cash, tech is IT, firm is co, trashed in bin. Fantastic. Shake water, write off, big fish. Well, I think this is great white shark from the letters that are in, which is a type of fish. Write off, shake water. Okay, I think off is an anagram indicator for shake water right. There certainly are 15 letters there, including a K, and by I, that anagram works. Lizard. Island drifting west in South American region. So I think the lizard is iguana. Yeah, I think iguana, I think lizard is the definition and iguana is the solution. So island is going to be I. Yeah, drifting west in South American region. So the South American region is Guyana, which, although usually spelt with a Y, maybe there's an alternative spelling of Guiana, or maybe Guiana is a different South American region. Either way, I think what we're being told to do is to take Guyana with the I spelling and move I for island west to the left of the clue. Jeer, after Bishop leaves, drink. Yeah, this is Arak. To jeer is to barrack. After Bishop leaves, after B leaves. B is the chess abbreviation for Bishop. That leaves Arak, which is a drink. Now, let me see if I can mop up the bottom right. Fantastic. Hour visiting West End theatre productions not suitable for all. Suitable for all could be a reference to You, the film censor labelling. So we could be removing You from a word, in which case the definition would be fantastic. So this could be whimsical. I think that means fantastic. Our is H, the abbreviation. Visiting West End. Well, the West End of London has the postcode references beginning WI. So we've got H inside WI. Theatre production is musical. Not suitable for all, not You. That gives whimsical, which means fantastic. Great, W looks useful. Very wide, tit for, and, yes, this is so what. So very is so, wide is W, the cricketing abbreviation. Tit for is Cockney rhyming slang for a hat. Tit for tat, hat. That gives so what, which means and. Long stretches, keeping 90 people out of prison. Yeah, this is ex-cons. Long stretches are aeons, keeping 90, keeping XC, Roman numerals for 90. That gives ex-cons, who are people out of prison, short for ex-convicts. Now, top left to go, but let me pause and do my quick typo squiz. All the acrosses look okay, or as intended. Down's looking good. Yep. Okay, so the top left. Her escort worked in Kentish Town. Yes, this is Rochester. So, worked is an anagram indicator for her escort. That gives Rochester, which is a town in the county of Kent. Now, not many words beginning CC. American government agency controlling most of car plant. Well, an acacia is a plant. Yeah, so American is A, the abbreviation. Government agency is CIA. Controlling most of car, controlling most of the word car, so just C and A. That gives acacia, which is a plant. American newsreel producer notes lacking passion. Wow. American could be A, as with acacia, and a lot of words which mean lacking something begin with A, because I think that may be Latin for without. The whole thing means lacking passion. Anemic doesn't quite work. Okay, let me look at 14 across. Highly regarded, opening pair in Adelaide, bogged down. Wow, not getting that. Let me look at the downs in order. Save, sailor, on vacation. Yeah, this is salt away. So to salt away is to save. Sailor is salt. On vacation is away. Highly regarded, admired. So admired means highly regarded. Opening pair in Adelaide are the initial two letters of Adelaide. And bogged down is mired. Upper limit on wages that provides closure. So an upper limit could be a cap. That would mean 4 down beginning with A. Angry, alpha male, finally, rebuked. So I think the definition is angry, and finally rebuked could be a reference to the final letter of rebuked. So what we're then left with is alpha male. Alpha is probably A, because that's what it is in the NATO phonetic alphabet. So we're looking for a 5-letter word with R in second place, meaning male, which could well be just a man's name. And the whole thing means rebuked. Braided, I think, means rebuked, but braid isn't male. Oh well. 3 down. External cladding. Moulded to be hard wearing. So, I think moulded is an anagram indicator for to be hard wearing. The whole thing means external cladding. Yeah, phew, this is weatherboarding. Not a particularly common word, but I think weatherboarding is external cladding, and moulded is an anagram indicator for to be hard wearing. By eye, that works. Let me just recheck for typos. Okay, so 3 clues to go. The final push. Is one across straw hat. Upper limit. No, this is screw cap. Phew, that looked like a bit of a trap for people chucking in answers which fit. But an upper limit is a cap. On wages, well, screw is a slang term, certainly in Britain, I think, possibly America, for wages. That gives screw cap, which provides closure because it's used for closing things. Now, does this H help? American newsreel. Yes, it does. If this is apathetic. So American is A. Newsreel is pathé. Newsreel producer is pathé. Notes. Yeah, TI is T, the musical note, and in the tonic sol-fa scale, and C is also a musical note because it's one of the letters A to G. That gives apathetic, which means lacking passion. So, angry, aerated. How does the wordplay work? Alpha, A. Male. Ooh, no. E-rate doesn't mean male. Aerated does mean angry. Alpha, male. Finally, rebuked. Yes, phew. So alpha is angry is aerated. Alpha is A in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Male finally is the final letter of male. And rebuked is rated. So there we go. Every clue solved, every clue explained, no empty squares. Submit, submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Wow, what a beautiful puzzle. Absolutely classic Times crossword. Really challenging and a wide range of vocabulary and knowledge. And I love the way that old words are kept alive by cryptic crosswords. So weatherboarding, for example, is probably not a word I've heard in real life for possibly decades. And Max Miller as well, not my favourite comedian at all, but seeing him appear in a crossword just brings back memories of the past, which can be nice. So in terms of the snitch, I would say this is probably in the 70s or 80s. So absolutely beautiful puzzle from the Times. I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.